Okay, this is the second video of this head repair. It started out as a crack. I drilled it end to end. And so I could, a lot of guys drill it to say they relieve the crack. Well, actually, I drill them end to end so I can find the end of the crack. And then I go in on an angle, like I said in the first video. Once this is all washed out, when you start grinding it, sometimes it's hard to find the crack. So drilling it end to end kind of gives you an idea where to go. Then I usually go a little further and, make sure that we don't have anything in there that's a crack. Okay, so I blended it back along the sides and I opened it up quite a bit because I want to put a fair amount of material in here. It's easier for me to put heat on this. When it's tapered out like this, it's easier to weld for me. I'm going to start back here. This is probably maybe at best a 1/4 inch, and I'm going to go out. I'm going to work my way out. And what that's going to do, as you can see, as we get into the bowl area of the head, it's getting thicker as it goes, and the reason why is because of the seats here. I stated on the first video that I don't really guarantee a crack repair, and the reason why is I've gotten into cylinder heads that have been excessively ported, and there's not very much material here. And the reason why they usually crack is because of the pounding that this takes on the seat, and the metal gets thinner here, and it just starts to fatigue and break away. This has got plenty of material here. Why it cracked, God only knows. I didn't find any flaws in it, but you got to remember these are cast heads. They're going to get weak and they're going to fatigue over time. They can only take so much pounding. So getting back to this, I'll run a weld here, and then I'll weld a couple across the center, and then I'll weave it out, and then I'll fill this out. I will peen it. I will probably preheat the head. I'll get it to around 250, 300 degrees. That's going to help me with my torch. I don't particularly care to run anything bigger than an 1/8 inch of tungsten with my liquid cooled torch. It gets plenty enough heat to usually weld these without too much problem. You don't have to worry about spitting tungsten, but I like to put a little heat in it. It saves me from blowing the fuses out of the shop, which I've done more than once with my welder. I won't show me welding this, and I won't show probably preheating this. I'm not going to edit videos. Maybe at a later date I'll be good enough to do that, but right now, so this is going to be the second video. There'll probably be a 3 and a 4, depending on how much time I have. I'm getting pretty busy at the shop, so it's kind of hard for me to make these videos. But I probably will post up the finished job. The customer only wants me to put the beryllium seats in and non-finished, so it won't have a valve job, it won't be milled, but the bowls will be done. I'll establish 2 new seats, and I'll put the beryllium seats in it.